Second and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Brady to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The number 2 pick in a running back-rich draft, they re-signed Odell Beckham. Draft another offensive lineman in the second round.
From the gun on third down, Brady.
One of these great offensive groups.
Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. Yeah, he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sitting there thinking this long. Jared Goff.
We're doing the exact same thing they're doing out of a different formation, but like we have no sacks.
They would have to spend $80 million to get him another 20. Patrick Mahomes has
on first and 10, here's Brady.
They went out and got him another.
Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Name tags. He doesn't know the name of his receiver.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
In the world of what you did. And you were willing to take pay cuts to benefit your company. Wouldn't you want to see the reward for it?
Brady will try again on second down. Fighting through. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
He's taking pay cut. The Niners drafting receivers.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
They'll come out in the pistol.
A couple of weeks ago at practice, he was notably, visibly angry. You wonder why they don't play Malcolm Butler and don't give him a head up. When he did this on a radio show a couple days ago, did you hear this? Maybe there's a reason for it.
Again, it's Brady. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Saints. So we're right back where we started. As the kicks away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a single for and take it. Cincinnati now ready to take this.
Oh, but you owe me 30K. What think I forgot?
And he's taken down.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there?
In there to record
Tavis, you don't have to run around right now. You just have to beat your man.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, here's Newton. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Time for a break. We've hit. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning
Just
of the
run something short. He's playing you back off. Just run. No, you just stopped. Don't just stop. Figure it out. So you could have ran an in, a drag, a slant. He's playing you back off. Stop running directly at this nigga.
Dangerous Tyreek Hill. He'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first down is Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Tavin, stop running the route.
Now the first
Get
play
open.
of the drive there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Derek Brooks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Tavin, go back to the right. Tavin, go back to the right.
2-0 Super Bowl and 1-0 in the 2018.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I don't give a fuck.
24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care. I don't. No. I do not care. What you're saying right now, I do not care.
Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Get him out.
Give him 9 there on the first
I don't care. I'm
down
glad. That's all I want. I just want to catch. I just want consistent catches. Stop doing extra shit. I'm doing regular
away from
route.
defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from
Thank you.
and you're not running out to in another zone.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I hate Marcy.
Pretty good
I hate both of them.
there, and
I hate
both of
both
these
of them.
defenses have had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And
Both of y'all this game have got jammed multiple times. Like I don't have 3 routes on the field.
Well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball.
What? You did what? Leave the out route alone. Leave the out route alone. You two be the other 2 things.
They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. David Harris coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And you're not helping at all talking.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Carson Wentz is Iron Man. Cam Newton goes to Carolina. And he's Superman.
I mean, you could blitz the
on 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long.
You're not sending either one of them.
Football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about it.
Bro, that's cool. Let's figure this shit out. Like, next drive. I need a fucking play to be made.
In at the 11. He spins free. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30.
Thank
10.
You.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Randy Moss, 88 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
They're just trolling people. Worst is yet. Wow. Coming up next. The quarterback completed 80% of his passes.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Terrell Suggs leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
If it face for a little 84 when you get open.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Terrell Suggs in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 61 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, Brady. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Gonzalez, an 11-yard touchdown.
Bro, you need to message them and ask them what the fuck they blitzing out of. Because it's way more effective. Because like I said, have we even gotten a sack?
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Nah, bro. Nah, it's cash. Mid-blitz is going to happen every play of the game.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And following that long touchdown,
well, we're not getting no pressure.
Drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
Kill that nigga, bro. Kill that nigga.
Pass. They did.
Shut up, bro. Let me talk to my receiver, bro.
On first down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Not from where I'm standing on the field.
Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second and 10, Newton again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
I didn't even get pressed. I didn't even get pressed. Nobody got pressed.
Time for a break.
I just get pressed.
We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Newton on first down. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Newton to throw.
I beat him.
And his throw here is incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Newton. Being chased out left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Now it's Newton.
Why did you keep cutting inside if you beat him inside? Why would you go back out?
And a big turnover there as his guys
just beat him. It's man to man. Just beat him on the, like you literally beat him inside. You didn't have to go back outside.
And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing now is Brady.
And this nigga is still getting murdered by the tight end. Like,
and they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Doesn't have ears, doesn't listen.
Seattle added outspoken political Michael Bennett. By the way,
I'm guarding Tony G, bro. That shit just, what the fuck?
Key coordinators after the Super Bowl,
Back to throw, Brady. And
Thank you.
Be intercepted. Darius Slay with a
Finally.
and his crew will take over with a
If you make a break and beat a nigga, just continue that break because he's behind you. You don't have to do extra shit because I don't got time in the pocket.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Because his blitz is getting in.
Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
That's not fucking fun.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton is going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Lamarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Wide open receiver complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Oh, he could block.
And this one is right down Broadway. And Bourbon Street, it'll be a line tonight.
Have Andrew Luck or Alex Smith. And I like Alex Smith. You choose him. Alex Smith has had great coaches offensively, Jim Harbaugh and Pete. And in 13 years, he has thrown for over 20 touchdowns 3 times. Andrew Luck's never had an elite offensive head coach.
Tony G had 200 yards receiving.
With awful offensive lines. In Andrew Luck's last healthy year, this is the last year he was totally healthy. His numbers were remarkable. 40 TDs, 16 picks, 300 yards a game, 62% completion percentage, passer rating in early 97. In the last year, he played a bunch of games, but was not healthy. His numbers were still B+ in the NFL. 2016, now he was not healthy. It's been confirmed now. He even admits, and he's a humble kid, that I played through pain the whole time. 63.5 completion percentage, 290 yards a game, 280, 31 TDs, 13 picks.
Nah, he don't want me to not run more defense, so he's not going to let me go defense.
You would literally
Even though I put him in the box.
take a defensive lineman off an injury, J.J. Watt, and Alex Smith. Alex Smith.
You had 10 points? Am I wrong?
I'm going to say something, and you're not going to believe it's
had
true.
10
And I
points?
like entire season. He gave Alex Smith some love he didn't deserve. Now, come on, folks. You're a general manager in this league. Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, and Andrew Luck are available. You don't choose Andrew Luck. Yes, here it is right here. 2014, Alex Smith had a year he didn't throw a touchdown pass to a wide receiver. For the record, you may not love Andrew Luck like I do. I get it. But can you at least acknowledge now he is the least appreciated great player in the league? He doesn't make the top 100 list. Deshaun Watson, off an injury, has been good for a 4-game, 6-game stretch, does. Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, and I like Alex, but there's not a general manager in the world that would choose Alex Smith over Andrew Luck if they were both available. Good hell. I mean, you gotta try. If you're a network doing football lists, you gotta do better than that. Joy Taylor with the
This is the Herd Liners. I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to pull it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. She was on and kids. We was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. And Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. And Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the one of the all on the same. Broke it, end of the month, flow, joke, kill, more work, duck, keep it clean. Never let them touch, it's like temper, tantrums. Girl, come back, that's all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a brown 6, Louis speed bag, glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slack.
Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
We just have our two most popular folks in America, the NBA and the NFL, and they are really, it's different. One is very pro-player, and one is very, I wouldn't say anti-player, but one is more controlled of the player. So Tom Brady, just a trainer.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Run the post.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Randy Moss, 39 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And now running right through it. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
If I had people, if I was running a business and my vice presidents were making strong opinions for the Wall Street Journal without coming to me first, that's like, oh, so you think you should run the company? It's not disrespectful, it's the stuff show. There's not a level of respect to begin with, but you should know this is going to undermine.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for a cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
I mean, let's get this out there right now.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
I gotta tell you something. He gets it. He's an interesting kid. The first time I heard Jalen Ram get it, that is close.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
During the season, like, sure, talk that talk. Go out there and make it interesting for the fans.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Slant right, caught by Elder. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you somehow force it in there because they'll be tipped up and picked off.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And here now the offense heading back out there. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Newton on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. That'll be put over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown catch on the last drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
So you look for to be a sleek designs performance. Dependability is top on my list.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
As long as Office Gossip travels fast, you can count on Geico saving folks money.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Shuttle rides, waiting in line. No wonder this is your rental counter. And this is you, already on board.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 20! He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the red zone now, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice from 13 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Why are you barking?
Yes, indeed. Jerry
Why are you
Rice
barking?
from Mississippi.
It's not even the doorbell.
He broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get to catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him with contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, 41 yards. And the Saints have...
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. The end result, a touchdown.
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
He told you he was done. Like, I'm done. Try this with your wife when you get home at that night, right? Ask her about something.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
About your day at work. You know, it wasn't a great day. You keep kind of going back to it, and eventually you have to draw a line. And so I actually, in this particular instance...
From the 50, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field when you go make a play on the football.
Everyone wants you to ask, but you don't have to ask 3 times. No, that's a fair point. You know, I also think...
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
I mean, I do think Tom's the thing had Brady Groups and they didn't want him.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
when Eric Decker retired.
Open, it's Moss complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. When I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Body count, bodies being dragged back on the planes. We were ready for that. I don't know if it's the Patriots aren't ready for this type of media coverage and the leaks that they've had, or if we're not really used to the fact that Hubbard's kind of always been this way. He's kind of always been, hey, look, I'll give you a little bit, but I'm going to do it my way. And if you question the way I do it, then I'm just kind of going.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Newton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
That's a narrative that you have that others have.
Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
He's been on his best behavior. I understand that he's tried to earn back some of that equity by being a leader on the field and in the preseason. My two issues.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Everyone always said.
Disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Roethlisberger, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
The other part is they become highly leveraged at these three positions, at left tackle, at defensive end, and of course at wide receiver.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zerline connects on the extra point. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The rest of the game is going to go like that, but it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they look up all the time, they're there.
And they get to Newton for the sack. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First time that I had felt like I thought about where I wanted to put the football, and the ball went exactly where it is. Yes, this is Tiger Woods
throwing on third and long. Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think it's reasonable to expect.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
He's starting to figure it out. I don't think
he gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Peterson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. We have hit. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up your...
It's not like
good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's a gain of 5 on the play. So a first and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any...
back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Complete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on.
They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he
himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
This is old school football. It's very interesting. Over the course of the weekend, Warren Sharp does a really good job with analytics. Greg Williams talked about an injured player on his team and said maybe he'll finally listen to me and stop doing those stupid things the way he's passing and tackling.
He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. That'll bring it 2nd down.
I wouldn't say frustration.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
Complete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Analytics matter. That you can't just close your eyes to players and humanity and toughness. But you better be 75-25 analytics. 75 analytics, 25.
And a hit jarred loose.
Okay.
It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Old school used to be one of those things that was a badge of honor. Old school, when you said old school, it meant you were battle-tested and you were
look to throw. And that's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work.
Analytics that are going to help you examine the game in a different way.
But I do think,
just stretch.
I think you have yelling, screaming, dehumanizing thing. There's not a lot of successful screamers out there. You can
they snap it to Newton.
Don't call him out the paper. Don't call him out to us.
And he caught over the middle by Moss.
That's a legendary reputation. He's crushed in practice. When the games come, he's on the reps. When the games come,
they knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work it.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final.
You can't just always negative.
Back now in Baltimore, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Not only are you protecting the player, you're protecting yourself and your entire team. People are going to feel supported. Man, stupid. What do you think the rest of the team's going to do?
You can't go.
I mean,
throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in. Troubles back in in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Well, I supported him, but we're in year 4. He's got to
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
This year, even with a loss Saturday night. So I wouldn't put myself firmly together. They have to win this game. They can still go to the division.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, he'll drop inside the 20. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
The scrutiny will be so intense that it will be tough to overcome for that team. I have to think that they
desperation time. Newton, 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Saints will have the football back.
Yeah, that's certainly a little bit of a question mark, but I'm also at a firm on the finger. Here's the thing. This notion or narrative that he's somehow overrated or is
trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to be caught by Moss. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
And you succeed. You raise a great family. Now you're an excellent.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Pushing through the contact. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The son Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
That's why the clock defends him, Brady Hoke, and that's why
from the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Thank you. That's me. Strike. Oh, that's me. Ball and strike guy.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's whistles and another timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
We'll see. That'll be.
It remains to be seen.
That remains.
Hopefully play well in the preseason.
Oh, absolutely. Hey.
I hope that they have a lot of success.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
They have the most underrated player in the country, Nate Stanley, their quarterback.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away.
Nick Saban's more working than Antonio. Exactly. They coach together.
This is taking about 7 yards deep.
Hysterically funny at press conferences. Nick Saban's funny.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for a guy once who was huge. And so I said, Coach, what do you want to call it? He just waved the hand like, who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end that feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Probably just want to put this one behind them.
Podium like 3 times a year, right? And he goes on these rants. You guys do realize those are funny. Those are funny.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now he'll duck it up to his running back complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Urlacher.
Reinforced.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should...
Someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And now back out comes the offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last segment. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Being defeated by this third-place team in the SEC, and Georgia and Alabama might be in a position to get in. Oh, by the way, you can clearly state the case that those two teams will deserve inclusion.
He sets the fire deep. And this was incomplete. Well, apparently
this is the most meaningful game in Week 1 because the entire
it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and